Yo, what is good, YouTube? We are back with another video, and in this video, we're watching why the U.S. president is almost impossible to kill. My bad. I got a lot of energy right now. I'm over here stuttering. Listen, we're live right now. We're having such an amazing stream. If you guys want to see these reactions live, tune into Twitch. We're live every single day after night. I hope y'all enjoy it. Hit that video. Twitch. Later. Hope y'all enjoy.
A shooter is taking aim at the President of the United States.
I'm thinking because of all that money. Money buys a lot of protection. Remember that. Money buys a lot, even though like not invincible, but it does buy a lot of protection.
For the Secret Service, it's their worst case scenario, the nightmare they've trained for years. In the next few seconds, each branch of the Secret Service springs into action. The protective detail, the counter-assault team, the airspace security branch, the counter-snipers, and the emergency response team. What happens next will decide the course of history. If the Secret Service succeeds, today will be...
This dropped 6 months ago, right? I'm thinking it was about when Donald Trump got shot, or maybe another one. I've honestly never seen this. So I'm thinking it's a situation about Trump, right? Yeah, it is. I think I seen Trump right there. I have to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure
be forgotten soon enough.
Could be wrong. Who knows?
Keeping the president alive is just business as usual. The job the agency has successfully done every day since the death of JFK. But if they fail, it will rock the nation to its very core and threaten the stability of America's democracy. This is the moment that determines everything, when instinct, training, and sacrifice have to come together, or else. Who are the people protecting the president? How do they prepare for the unthinkable? How does the Secret Service actually work?
I feel like either they have their own order. I would say like military, but the thing is, it can't be military if they're not in the fucking military serving. They're out here just protecting the president. I'm thinking just like some type of secret service, like, or well, we know it's a secret service, but like, you know what I'm trying to say, like some other organization that's literally just dedicated to, hey, you just watch this one person. You have to put your life in danger. You have to kill it. You have to, yeah. You do what you gotta do. You protect this one person.
This video is largely based on the books Zero Fail, The Rise and Fall of the Secret Service.
Or maybe like retired veterans and shit like that.
By Carol Leonnig, and In the President's Secret Service by Ronald Kessler. Links in the description. Fort Worth, Texas, 1963. The Secret Service is exhausted. JFK is their toughest assignment yet. He's constantly traveling. Miami one day, DC the next. His predecessors were older and spent most of their days working inside the White House, where the president is considered to be the safest. But JFK loves to travel the world and attend to his many adoring fans.
Ich bin ein Berliner.
And he has a taste for danger, sneaking past his agents to swim in open water, where he's swarmed by dozens of other swimmers, throwing himself into crowds, letting all kinds of unvetted guests into his room, night after night. Keeping up with JFK is more than a full-time job. It's a blur of double shifts and all-nighters. So tonight, a few agents are blowing off some steam. They heard about a famously shady nightclub called The Cellar, where Texan beatniks rubbed shoulders with off-duty cops, often resulting in brawls. It's illegal to serve alcohol past midnight, but The Cellar is one place you're sure to get a stiff drink at any hour. And the agents stay way past midnight, one as late as 5 a.m. 4 of them are assigned to protect Kennedy the next morning, starting at 8 o'clock sharp. Compared to today's Secret Service, the agency...
Going out partying, knowing you got work in the morning, of course, a lot of people have it. A lot of people do it. Knowing your job is to protect the president, you out here bullshitting, partying and shit, getting drunk. Shit,
Protecting President Kennedy in the 60s is bare bones,
man.
basically the size of a municipal police force. There are just 350 agents, most of them spread throughout the U.S.
Put the tapper
Only
on, make sure he
36
doesn't
are
bite
assigned
you,
to the White House, with a
You share by
rotating
tuna.
team of 6 guarding the president. Keeping the agency lean is partly due to an American aversion to treating its presidents like kings, going back to the Founding Fathers. People felt that the Secret Service shouldn't be anything like a royal guard. Until that cool November morning in Dallas. JFK likes to be seen. For this trip through Dallas, he's insisted on riding around in a convertible. And though the Secret Service doesn't like it, he also insists that his usual bodyguards ride in separate cars. He wants to appear accessible to the people.
Thousands are waiting to greet him in downtown Dallas. At 1:25, the motorcade moves into the downtown.
And that's dumb. As a president moving like that, like, you should move like that no matter who you are. Like, you should move with caution. Always. You only have one life. You really only have one life. Moving like that as a president, you just not caring about it, that's just crazy.
Area.
JFK and Jackie
That's
smile
insane.
and wave as their limousine inches through Dallas at just 11 miles an hour.
I always really thought about that too. Like, why was they even in a convertible? As the president, like, we don't see the president nowadays. We don't see, like, all these people with authority. They're riding around all blacked out, not trying to be seen. Like,
Smile
which is a smart
and
way to do
wave
it.
as their limousine inches through Dallas at just 11 miles an hour. It's following a route that Dallas newspapers published in advance. None of the buildings on the route have been inspected. This is Clint Hill, the agent assigned to protect Jackie Kennedy. Normally, he's stuck to her like a shadow,
Yo,
but
thank you for
today
the
he's
follow. Eric Canada, thank you for the follow, man. W follow.
following JFK's orders to give the
Whoever's
couple
in
a
TikTok, we're
little
also live over here on the Purple app and the YouTube, man.
space.
Tuna.
Of the agents who went to the cellar last night, Hill was the first to leave at 2:45 a.m. Today, he's also the first agent on duty to recognize this sound for what it is: an attempt on the president's life. This is Bill Greer, the agent driving Kennedy's limo. He's not trained in evasive driving. He slows down, waiting for
LaMelo
instructions
Ball.
on what to do next.
You already know.
Another shot is fired. Clint rushes out of the car. He runs to the limousine, hoping to be at the president's side before worse can happen. But he's too late. Clint throws himself on the trunk of the car, only to find a gruesome aftermath. Within 6 seconds of the first shot, President Kennedy is dead.
If I had reacted just
I'm gonna serve that corner wall. Is this a game? No, this is a video. I'm doing a reaction video right now. I'm gonna serve that
a little bit quicker, and I could have, I guess. And I'll live with that to my grave. Reacted just a little bit quicker, and I could have, I guess. And I'll live with that to my grave.
That's insane, man. Yo, thank you for the follow, man. Thank you for the follow. I don't see a name for you. Hold on. No hard feelings. Thank you for the follow. W name. That's some hard feelings right there. You're living with that, like thinking like, damn, what if I could have just saved this person? What if I could have just fought? That's some shit to live with right there, yo. But you can't live like that, real shit. You really can't. You can't. You gotta understand that if so far in the video, all we're learning is that bro did not care for his life as much as he should have. I mean, like, some people live like that. You shouldn't really live in fear all the time, but as the president, you shouldn't be moving around like this. And so that's kind of his own fault. You can't live like that thinking, oh, fuck, I could have saved him and I didn't. I'm used to it. You can't do that.
What happens next is history, and it will haunt the agency for years to come. President Kennedy's death revealed that something needed to change. But he wasn't the first president to be killed in office. 1865.
I'm looking chill here and watch. I appreciate that. I appreciate you for chilling here and watching. I think he got shot 2 times, right? It didn't say it specifically. It just said within the first shot, 6 seconds later, he was dead. It didn't say specifically, though. Let's see.
Who was the first to leave? Driving. He slows down, waiting for instructions on what to do next. Another shot is fired. Clint rushes out of the car. He runs to the limousine, hoping to be at the president's side before worse can happen. But he's too late. Clint throws himself on the trunk of the car, only to find a gruesome aftermath. Within 6 seconds of the first shot, President Kennedy is dead.
If I had reacted just a little bit quicker,
6 seconds within the first shot.
I could have, I guess. I'll live with that to my grave.
What happens next is history, and it will haunt the agency for years to come. President Kennedy's death revealed that something needed to change. But he wasn't the first president to be killed in office. 1865, 1881, 1901. But now the United States is a global superpower. The president is the most powerful person on Earth. The threats to his life are multiplying and evolving. And Kennedy's death traumatized the nation.
Can you search it up? I want to know if I'm right. Yeah, he was right. He was struck twice during the assassination. Wow.
Profoundly.
Crazy.
Nothing like this should ever happen again.
Crazy, man.
In the 60s and 70s, the Secret Service massively expands its personnel and budget. No longer will it be a small cadre of glorified bodyguards.
I forgot to
Gone are the days when the service will hire any athletic ex-Marine or patriotic beat cop. Recruitment, training, and operational protocols become way more rigorous. And this is what 6 decades of evolution looks like. Protecting a president isn't just about reflexes or muscle. It's about training agents to think clearly under pressure, spot patterns, and solve complex problems fast. The good news is, you don't need to join the Secret Service to sharpen those same skills. Brilliant is built to turn the potential.
Since the dawn of mankind, humans have had one obsession: capturing their greatest gaming moments.
Protecting the president is a round-the-clock job. It's hours and hours of mind-numbing boredom, with occasional moments of sheer terror. When these moments come along, every split second counts, and the agent's response better be automatic. There's no time to weigh options. Their mission is zero fail. The Secret Service calls any would-be assassin a jackal, according to journalist Ronald Kessler. Jackals tend to strike outside of the White House. A president is most vulnerable when arriving at or leaving an event, so the agents are currently on high alert. At least 10 days before any external event, agents head to the destination. Some high-profile events, like the president's inauguration, take up to a year and a half. That's because the Secret Service isn't just about making sure a bullet doesn't hit the president. It's about making sure it never enters the event to begin with. Agents are sent in advance to assess the number of metal detectors needed, scrutinize all access points, and prepare explosive detection. Mainly, they're thinking of the ways a jackal could sabotage the event. Could he cut the lights to create chaos? Could he access the air conditioning units to introduce poison gas? Could he sneak in through a forgotten basement staircase? The bulk of Secret Service work is meticulous, detail-oriented preparation, making sure they're ready for days like this. These special agents are the
and it really matters. Like you said, every second matters. Every second. Because it only takes a second to kill someone. Real shit. They're preparing for something that will probably happen within 30 seconds. A little 30-second shootout. And then boom, he's down. And that's really what they be preparing for. And within that 30 seconds, they're just trying to make sure the president don't die. Imagine training for, but like he said, it's hours and hours and hours of boredom. Because no one's not trying to do it every day. No one, man. But the thing is, as soon as they try it, it's that 1
Active
second that they
detail,
like, fuck.
probably what you think of first when you hear the name
Fucked everything
Secret
up.
Service. They're the
One wrong decision, all those hours of training, all that didn't mean shit. Fucked it up.
agents
It's
expected to
scary,
take a
that's
bullet for
really
the person
scary,
they're
actually.
protecting, and then evacuate them to
Scary as
safety.
fuck.
But they're just the tip of the iceberg. There's the counter-assault team.
Would you do
They're
that?
the heavily armed agents.
Would I do that? Would I protect the president? Fuck, fuck no, yo, absolutely not. Honestly, like, hell no. Hell no. Honestly, that's not even something to think about, bro. Like, nah, I just won't. I like money, and I bet these people get paid a shit ton, yeah. But no, I'm not doing that shit. Hell no. Got fucked up. I ain't risking my life for it ain't worth it, yo. You only have one life.
With the most
you only
dangerous-
have one life. You're undedicated to protect someone else's. Fuck, that's a nice guy right there. That's a nice person right there. Shit.
Role. They're meant to charge at the source of the
that's what you
attack
call a
and
nice
neutralize it before it can reach the person they're protecting.
Hell no.
With an automatic rifle or with a flashbang grenade. Then the protective detail can evacuate the protectee to the presidential limousine, known as the Beast. The Beast is a $1.5 million car weighing about 20,000 pounds. It takes the president wherever he needs to go. It's American-made, of course, and quite a bit safer than Kennedy's convertible. According to NBC News, it's bulletproof, blast-resistant, sealed off from chemical attacks, and stocked with a supply of extra blood, exactly the president's type. Not all of its defense systems are known to the public. The rumor has it shoots tear gas.
They had extra blood for the president. I thought like a storage unit for like food, you know? If they have to stay in there, nah. They have extra blood.
Flanking
Nice.
the Beast is the rest of the presidential motorcade.
That's extra blood is
Counter-assault
crazy.
agents trained in motorcade ambush tactics travel in a car close to the Beast. Another Secret Service car carries intelligence agents who are tracking people considered threats. If necessary, they can jam these people's communications. After this, you should definitely check out this fantastic episode by our friend Neo for a
How the
full
US
explanation.
president travels.
In close communication with the counter-assault team is the eagle-eyed counter-sniper team, the best marksmen in the Secret Service. According to Ronald Kessler, every month, counter-snipers have to demonstrate they can still make shots 1,000 yards away. If they fail, they're not supposed to work. Here are plainclothes agents who mingle with crowds on high alert for threats and vulnerabilities. To blend in, they don't wear the trademark earpiece. They're looking for anyone suspicious, anyone sweaty, anyone shifty-eyed, anyone who stands out in any way. But it's a delicate operation, best handled discreetly.
Wow, look who it is!
Lots of people get starstruck by a president, and they tend to act a little weird. It's not unheard of for people to weep, faint, or even throw their babies in the air, and the Secret Service can't go around tackling them all. Agents in the crowd are also trained to think like assassins. In any given space, how could they breach security if they wanted to? If they detect any vulnerability, they call the Joint Ops Center at Secret Service headquarters, who alert the protective detail by earpiece. Some Secret Service technicians are also photographing the crowds to evaluate them later with facial recognition technology. They're looking out for whether particular individuals keep showing up. Outside the venue, we have the Uniformed Division's Emergency Response Team, the first line of defense, often armed with P-90 submachine guns and highly specialized canines. Each dog sniffs up to 100 cars a day for explosives and is trained to attack any intruders. Later, they're rewarded for their service with ball play. The Secret Service is also supported by local law enforcement and emergency medical technicians. When they're not actively protecting anyone, Secret Service agents are constantly training and reassessing past events. Agents receive way more training than they did in the 60s, when they were just handed a manual and expected to learn the rest on the job. And a split second from now, it'll be time to show their stuff. Just like in 1981. Back then, a mentally ill man named John Hinckley Jr. became obsessed with and stalked the actress Jodie Foster, who starred in Taxi Driver. In the movie, an aimless drifter plots to kill a presidential candidate. Hinckley, an aimless drifter himself, believed that Foster would notice him if he did something really great, like kill the president. Just before his attack on Reagan, he wrote to Foster, "You'll be proud of me, Jodie. Millions of Americans will love me. Us."
Has Kyrie texted you back?
I don't want to talk about it.
How was the math test?
Don't want to talk.
What type of logic is that? Millions of people gonna love me till I killed the president. Wow.
Foster didn't alert the FBI to Hinckley's threats until after the fact.
The first time I knew that the FBI was involved was when somebody called me up and said, "Please come over and talk to the FBI."
But he was already on their radar. About 6 months before he attacked Reagan, Hinckley had been arrested for attempting to board a plane with 3 pistols. The plane was in the same city where then-President Jimmy Carter just so happened to be. Now, Hinckley is outside a hotel in D.C., crouched in combat position. If indeed he had wanted to kill Carter, he wasn't able to get him. But Reagan will do. Reagan is just 6 feet from his armored car when Hinckley fires his rounds. Agent Tim McCarthy doesn't even stop to think. Instinct propels him to cover and evacuate. He hurls himself in front of the president. 2 others nearby have already been shot. Hinckley's 3rd bullet hits McCarthy squarely
I'm not saying,
at
like,
Tim
where did
McCarthy.
that come from? Hold on, it was right here. It's right here to the right. Oh yeah, you see it?
Agent Tim McCarthy. Agent Tim McCarthy doesn't even stop to think. Instinct propels him to cover and evacuate. He hurls himself in front of the president. 2 others nearby have already been shot. Hinckley's 3rd bullet hits McCarthy squarely in the torso. 1 bullet ricochets off the bulletproof limousine and strikes Reagan in the left armpit. Unluckily for him, Hinckley has used Devastator bullets, designed to explode on impact and cause maximum damage. The president starts losing blood quickly. All this happens in 2 seconds, and the seconds after that counted even more. If Reagan had arrived at the hospital just a few minutes later, he might not have made it. Meanwhile, the agents pounced on Hinckley. They could have left that to local police and traveled behind Reagan to continue offering him protection. Their thinking was that they didn't know whether Hinckley was acting alone. But after this event, according to Kessler, a new policy was established. Secret Service agents always stick to the president. Every misstep becomes a teachable moment that advances security protocols for later. Hinckley's failed assassination is considered one of the Secret Service's great.
That's actually crazy. A bullet ricocheting off is crazy.
Successes. But it was a close call.
Ridiculous.
A man with a gun was able to get just 4.5 meters from the president and very nearly kill him. Clearly, security protocols needed to be beefed up. It's now standard procedure to have magnetometers or metal.
Think about that. And that's the president. So when you out and about chilling, smoking, drinking, doing dumb shit, just think about that. He got trick shots crazy, and he got trick shots crazy. I seen that and it just fucked me up, yo. Trick shots ridiculous, yo. But fuck, that shit just fucked me up, yo. Just think about that. You out here doing dumb shit. Think about, like, damn, there's a whole bunch of people in here. There's like 30 people in here. How many of them have a poll on them, yo? And it's like, you're not the president. You don't gotta be, yo. You can die just like it. I'm not saying he was doing no dumb shit, but man, make sure y'all be careful with your life. Always move with caution. Always. If you see some shit that doesn't look right, I should leave. I should just leave.
Detectors that screen crowds at events. Beyond that, the Secret Service found they needed way better intelligence.
Remember that.
6 months before the assassination attempt, Hinckley was arrested trying to board a plane with 3 handguns. information known to the FBI. But under DOJ guidelines, the arrest was deemed too minor and never relayed to the Secret Service. In hindsight, that omission deprived presidential protectors of a major red flag, a prior weapons arrest timed to coincide with a presidential visit. The Secret Service now works more closely with the FBI. They've also developed an elaborate system for classifying just how threatening an aggrieved person is. Say you make the mistake of drunkenly boasting to a crowded bar that you're gonna kill the president. If the Secret Service catches wind of it, according to Kessler, you might be considered a Class 1 threat, and an agent could show up at your house for a serious chat. But unless you have prior military training, a documented history of mental illness, or a concrete reason for the service to believe you might try to carry out your plans, you won't be bumped up to Class 2 or 3. Class 3 threats are considered the most dangerous, those with a serious intent to kill and the ability to do so. They're monitored very closely. The Secret Service receives an average of 10 threats per day. Most are against the president. Not all can be taken seriously. Many threats are mailed directly to the White House. Would-be assassins seem to think that the president will read their letter personally, and they want to be heard. A letter can give the Secret Service's forensic division a lot to work with.
Send hella lights. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate everybody hitting that like button, double tapping the screen. Everybody in the purple app or the YouTube. I appreciate everyone. Real shit. Like, I'm about to be live every single day, especially because that shit just motivates. I got 10 people up in the YouTube too. We're about to be live every single day, so thank you. Real shit.
DNA, fingerprints, and ink samples they can compare with the ones in their international ink library. Since the early 80s, profilers have interviewed and studied assassins like Hinckley.
Tomorrow for sure. I would love to see you tomorrow, bro. Hey, let me know if you're trying to play the game. We're gonna play some, maybe Rainbow Six Siege, maybe, or Call of Duty Warzone. That's what I was playing earlier. Maybe one of those two for sure.
And Sirhan, who killed Robert Kennedy. This helps the Secret Service understand the motivation of Sirhan. In the early 80s, profilers have interviewed and studied assassins like Hinckley and Sirhan, who killed Robert Kennedy. This helps the Secret Service understand the motivations of these individuals, who are often paranoid loners seeking attention and notoriety. Often.
Paranoid loners, yep. That's a good name for them, real shit, because we could even think of some better names to them. Some unmotivated, maybe unemployed, maybe, like, I don't know, pathetic. Like, just think about how sad you gotta be, how bored your life gotta be to take someone else's life. Cruel shit, man. Cruel shit. I play on P5. Yeah, that's cool. I don't really care. Hey, good day. My name is Dennis. I love watching VOD game. Both hit me on Discord. What's good, Dennis? But
not always. The first bullet narrowly misses the president. A counter sniper tries to take the assassin out, but he's already vanished into the chaos. The protective detail.
My bad, keep pausing it, but we hit 250 followers on the TikTok today. Thank y'all so much. Real shit, thank y'all so fucking much. I'm trying to hit 300 followers by the end of the month. That's the goal.
Pounces on the president, forming a human wall. Another shot is fired, this time from the crowd. Is that gun made of white plastic? A bullet grazes the shoulder of an agent in the detail. The counter-assault team heads straight for the line of fire. Meanwhile, the remaining detail escorts the president off the podium, hoping they reach the beast in time, and that the real threat isn't overhead. The threat that the service has braced itself for since the morning of September 11, 2001. President George W. Bush is in Florida for the morning. He's joined a second-grade class for their reading lesson. He'll be back in the White House by lunchtime. The event has been publicized for a week. It's a feel-good photo op to celebrate Bush's commitment to education. The Secret Service is well aware that the world can see exactly where the president is. When the first plane hits the World Trade Center, an agent in Bush's security detail receives intelligence.
It's all about consistency and y'all showing me support too. Like, the fact that y'all showing me support motivates me to come right back and turn this fucking live on. Like, no matter how shit of a day I have at work, no matter how fucking how I'm feeling throughout the day, just whatever, yo. I just look at my phone, I see the numbers going up, and it's like, yeah, turn this camera on, yo. Turn this camera on and stay doing it. That's all it's about. Just grinding.
Asks if the attack is isolated to New York and if the president's security is compromised. No answer.
My bad, keep yapping.
Nobody knows. Minutes pass. The Secret Service grows more agitated.
Both Twin Towers now are on fire. Now, this was
the second plane hits, and Bush is informed that America is under attack.
60 on page 153.
I built this website in 5 minutes with Wix Harmony. So I came across this image recently and thought to myself, what if I built an entire brand around this? And so I opened up Wix Harmony with one goal, to see how quickly I could turn a random idea into a...
Where's my mouse? I can't even see my mouse.
The age-old...
Real shit. 1,000 followers on this account would be real nice. We already had 1,000 followers on our other TikTok account. We're almost at 6,000 followers on that account. So, thank you, everybody.
Tension between the White House and the Secret Service has reached a fever pitch. One team's job is to project a competition.
Oh, I forgot to. Damn, I keep yapping. I keep pausing and yapping. My bad. But one thing I forgot to do, because we just have this PC optimized, and we set up the YouTube stream, we set up the Purple app, we set up the TikTok, but we can also do vertical on the Purple app and on YouTube actually, so we can stream on YouTube Shorts. I'm setting that up tomorrow, yo. As soon as I'm done reacting to videos, I'm setting that up. Yeah, so yeah. Just know, I'll be, if you guys like the YouTube or the short film instead, that could be on YouTube Shorts or that could be on the Purple. Man, I forgot to set that up. That just popped up in my head. My bad, I'm yapping still, but all right, let's get to the video.
An image of the president, which requires the president to engage with citizens. The other team's job is to keep the president safe. The less he's seen in public, the easier that is to do. Nobody knows what to do. The Secret Service wants Bush out, now. But the White House press secretary doesn't want to scare the children or the public.
Think about that. He knows what's going on right now, and he just has to play it cool, yo, keep it P. Like, yo, I'm not trying to scare all these children. We're not trying to say, all right, it's time to go. We're not
but the White House press secretary,
I'm gonna finish reading this motherfucking book, yo.
Doesn't want to scare the children or the public watching. So Bush stays put for 7 excruciating minutes.
Good job. Go on.
7 minutes. Yo, think about that. Think about as the president, like, damn, I'm losing people right now. My people is at war right now. I just got the worst message in my ear ever. Like, my people, there's a fucking building that just flew in the what? Damn. And he just has to, and read a book? Damn. You already know, heart's racing. Bro's trying not to sweat. Damn. My man, I'm over here hitting the mic. That shit. Too much pressure, man. Imagine all the pressure.
The chaotic aftermath of that morning revealed more holes in the Secret Service's coverage. The chaotic
Oh shit, yo. They was still inside the store. They was like, all right, now the kids are gone. Let's get to calling people. Let's turn on the news. What's going on inside the store? Damn.
Aftermath of that morning revealed more holes in the Secret Service's coverage. For one thing, not all important agents were briefed on how to adequately protect their assignments in case of a national emergency. There wasn't a system for getting them to military-controlled shelters, nor were the agents granted the power to do so. Instead, they were treated like mere bodyguards, elite ones, but still. They had to obey other staffers with no expertise in security, like the White House press secretary. The Secret Service had become really good at preventing attacks from crazed lone gunmen, but in the face of a sophisticated terrorist attack aimed at the president, they needed a whole new playbook and more authority. After 9/11, the Secret Service rewrote its emergency action plans. It was made sure that no political staffer could overrule a Secret Service agent attempting to evacuate a president to safety. And the government decided that maybe, just maybe, the president's bodyguards should work closely with the people tracking terrorists. A year and a half after 9/11, the Secret Service was drafted into the new Department of Homeland Security. The protection mission was now understood as a form of counterterrorism.
Hold on. Like all these organizations, the government, I thought they were already all working together from the fucking get-go. The fact that they weren't was just stupid. And they waited for people to die to be like, hey, maybe we should lock in. Maybe we should like, yo, maybe we should lock in for real. What the hell? Where'd my YouTube go?
Shortly after the attack, the Secret Service established a new unit, the Airspace Security Branch, responsible for monitoring and controlling the airspace of the president's current location. Will today be the day they have to down a rogue drone? But the sky remains calm. The president makes it into the beast. And that's when he starts exhibiting strange symptoms. Tiny pupils, profuse sweating, wheezing, and convulsions.
Oh, he was drugged or what?
Base 44 super agents. The next thing you
I ain't
can't
gonna lie, bro.
clearing up your email.
I ain't gonna lie. I'd rather just get shot. I'd rather just take it right off my shoulders, bro. Real shit. Clean off my shoulders. But the thing is, dying to some shit like this, you die to that you just slowly dying, but you feel yourself like, oh, fuck. Just kill me.
Nerve agent Novichok is a swift and brutal killer.
Damn ad, I know. I'm not gonna lie. Should I get the YouTube Premium? I have to lock in. Now that I'm doing all these reactions live, I might just lock in and get the Premium, but at the same time, fuck the Premium. We just have to thug it out with the ads.
It can take a victim down in less than 2 minutes. To kill or incapacitate a victim, a nerve agent needs to penetrate the skin or be ingested or inhaled, meaning that only someone in very close contact with the president could have administered it. Is there a third assassin among them? The Secret Service will deal with the holes in their security later. Now, the focus is on saving the president. That's where the Hazardous Agent Mitigation and Medical Emergency Response Team comes into play, also known as HAMMER.
You over here worried about getting shot, and then someone closest to you just drugs you? Like, god damn, yo.
Today, HAMMER agents will save the president's life.
There was someone close. I'll probably a bodyguard. Who knows?
The first would-be assassin was sniffed out and tackled by the K-9 Protective Unit as he attempted to escape the venue. He's now in jail, awaiting trial. The second assassin, with the 3D printed gun, was shot by the counter-assault.
You should be president one day, yeah. One day. You know, when I'm president, it's gonna be lit.
He died on the spot.
Yeah, I don't know what's the
and
first
the third,
law I'm gonna make.
the guy in the Secret Service itself, a career agent who rose through the ranks to the president's personal security detail. Turns out he's a sleeper agent sent by a foreign nation. It isn't yet clear which. Yeah. And they don't know how he infiltrated the service. Recently, the agency has been strained, struggling to fill key positions. Could there have been a lapse in their vetting process? They'll be sure to interrogate him intensively to find out. Our story may be an unlikely scenario, but it's just one of many possibilities that the Secret Service prepares for every day. Threats to the president have only expanded in recent years, so the service is now trained to deal with previously unheard of attacks. The war on terror gave the Secret Service more power than ever. More budget, more reach, more respect, but also more responsibilities that stretched them beyond their capacities. Internally, the machinery started to rust. The Bush and Obama years saw waves of scandals that undermined the agency's reputation and their motto, worthy of trust and confidence. In one case, a senior agent reportedly took a female informant up to his hotel room. She died that night from a drug overdose. He was later promoted. Other agents were caught stealing federal funds.
Wait a minute, what?
Female in confidence. In one case, a senior agent reportedly took a female informant up to his hotel room. She died that night from a drug overdose. He was later promoted. Other agents were caught stealing federal funds, having sex with minors, drunk driving on White House grounds, becoming embroiled in prostitution scandals, engaging in racist hazing of black agents, brawling in bars. Plus, there were several near misses during Barack Obama's presidency. Obama received 4 times as many threats as previous presidents, largely motivated by racism. Some commentators have said it's a miracle he's still alive. In the service, morale is often low and turnover is usually high. It's not easy to find qualified replacement agents. Not just anyone is willing to take a bullet for $48K a year. Plus, the job requires agents to travel constantly, move frequently, and work huge amounts of unpaid overtime, willing to take a constant.
When I did rich and famous, yo, a car like this, like dead ass Cadillac, yes, but like just like the dead ass the beast. I'm about to just say I want the beast as well. You see how thick this is? You see how thick this door is? Bro has to get in, president. I want some shit like this, yo. Real shit.
Move frequently and work huge amounts of unpaid overtime.
Heavy as fuck.
It's common for agents to quit and find better pay and job conditions at other federal agencies, or start their own security firms. Still, since JFK, the Secret Service has done its job. No dead presidents since 1963. But there was one particularly close call.
Something that said, take a look at what happened.
In Butler, Pennsylvania, in 2024, Donald Trump was nearly assassinated as he was campaigning for his second presidency. Check out our video that breaks down that event. People still wonder, how could an assassin get to an unguarded roof with a clear line of sight to Trump? It's widely considered a major failure of the Secret Service.
Sir, this could have been our Texas school book depository. I have lost sleep over that for the last 17 days,
then
just like you have.
Somebody
and I will tell you, Senator,
6 agents were suspended, and the director stepped down. Just 2 months later, another attempted assassination of Trump rattled the service. And it's possible there have been many more incidents of nearly successful assassinations throughout U.S. history. We just didn't hear about them. Maybe that's the real secret of the service. All the times history almost changed, then didn't.
Man, this is a W-ass video.
Hey,
I like
we hope you enjoyed the video.
Like this. Shout out Fern, W-ass video. He makes like real documentary type videos and real educational videos too. You learn shit, you know? Hey, the only thing I learned, I didn't just learn this because I already knew. Being the president comes with so much fucking stress. And not even stress, but your life is always at risk, yo. Like, I don't know. Unless you really, really got big plans, don't be the president. Don't be the president, man. I'm gonna go to sleep. It's late. It's fun. When you don't be live tomorrow at midnight, yo. At midnight, I'll be live at midnight. Right now, it is 4 in the morning, which means I should low-key end this video. This video took kind of too long. I was yapping. This was a 42-minute video, yapping and shit. But hey, I've been enjoying streaming. I've been enjoying just being live. I'm gonna stay yapping. And if y'all want to be in here yapping with me, chilling, we love it. I hope y'all enjoy the video. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. If y'all want to see these reactions live, my bad. I'm over here slurring my words too much. If y'all want to see these reactions live, we're live every single day on the Purple app, on YouTube, and on TikTok. So make sure y'all come tune in. Later.